rulers cannot help. Our leaders that we put our trust in, they have failed us. Today we're all living in fear, not knowing who is next. But one mistake we've always made, and we are about to make again, is we do not understand that the power of the people is greater than the people with power. Or the reason the power of the people is not heard, and the reason the power of the people is not felt, is because the people with power has made the people to think they do not have power. Power belongs to the people constitutionally. Today, our leaders are benefiting from our children not going to school, because one of the strengths they have today is in the north. Useless politicians win elections in Nigeria because of a lot of illiterate people in the north. So if they can transfer illiteracy and export illiteracy from the north to the south, and ensure that people in the south do not go to school, they will be able to make Nigeria a place where only few people will rule, because the rest of us are illiterates who do not know what we want. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not true that votes do not count in Nigeria. If that were to be true, the president would not have struck a deal with Mr. Wike in Port Harcourt to make him president and cause Wike to be so powerful today. If votes don't count, then they won't be buying your votes. Ladies and gentlemen, now we're suffering in Nigeria. The salary of a person is not even enough to make 2 meals. If we continue like this, things will get worse. A poor man is kidnapped and asked to find 40 million naira to regain his life again. We cannot continue like this. Come January next year, we will go and vote again. Not to vote is to agree for kidnappers to come and pick you. Not to vote is to agree that bandits will walk freely. When bandits walk freely, your children will be raped, your children will be killed, you will not be safe. So I beg you, fellow Nigerians, do not follow their narrative that says that votes don't count. Go and get your PVC. Take a day off to go and register and get your PVC. And also take a day off on the day of election. That's not a day to sleep, for we have slept for too long. That's not a day to rest, for we've rested for too long. That's not a day to play football, for we have played with our future for too long. Arise, Nigeria. I'm not telling you who to vote for, but I'm telling you, not to vote is to agree that these people who are not bold enough but they are still in the forest, we want to give them the boldness to come out. But one thing I can say is that the president who didn't do well in first term can never do well in second term. Because first term is to impress the people so they may vote for you. But President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has no solution to Nigerians' problem. He has failed in his first term. It will be calamity for him to return to office. Any other person can be given an opportunity to serve Nigeria. Let Nigerians know that when people fail, you do not reward them, you sack them. And employ another person, and let the person you employ know that the reason I sacked the former person is because the person did not do well. That's the reason I sacked the person. Let's employ a new commander-in-chief Let's employ a new set of people to rule Nigeria. God forbid that the children we hold so dear today will wake up one day, they will be in kidnappers' den. God forbid that your husband that you love so much will be kidnapped one day. God forbid that your wife that you love so much will be kidnapped one day. Can you set 2 days, one day to go register, one day to go vote and ensure that your vote counts? And let all our vote count. For the people are not powerful enough to stop us if we come out in our numbers. It's when we do not come out in our numbers that the people will override us. Ladies and gentlemen, we have about 6 months to liberation. Speak to people, share this message, go from place to place, tell people to sack this government, sack all the members of the National Assembly who made this government borrow so much money without nothing to show for it. Nigerians, we are not illiterate people. Let's stand up against our oppressors and cause our nation to be a blessed place again. People ran to South Africa thinking that they will be safe there. South Africa rose up and told them to leave. You run into America today. Americans can arise and tell you to go back home. Which home will you go back to? Is it the home that has been covered with bandits, taken over with Boko Haram? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to take back your country, not running out of your country. For when you run out, where you run to will never be your country. They can arise one day and send you back. Is there still home for you to come to? Fellow Nigerians, it's time to arise. Share this message. God bless Nigeria.